Hi, good morning, everyone. A very beautiful morning. I bless God for life. I wake up this morning feeling good as usual, feeling grateful. I'm sure with a heart filled with gratitude to God for thus far. When I look back, I bless God because sometimes I start to wonder that who am I that this God is mindful of? That has been so mindful of this small girl. It is so much in the heart of many. Life has actually happened to some of us. There's a popular saying, sometimes there will be space, there won't be time to talk. There won't be anything to say. While sometimes there will be so much to say, there won't be time. I'm just going to bear my opinion, a little bit of something, because I know that as time unfolds, a lot will be coming out, we'll be talking. Some persons don't talk, not that they don't have what to say. But I think at this point in my life, I should be able to talk. I should be able to say some things without prejudice, without fear of what whoever will say. I grew to this point having this mindset. Yes, a lot of persons will judge me on that. Maybe it's my upbringing, or 'cause I just can't place my hand to how I just suddenly started seeing life in that manner, or rather in this manner. We believe, like people often say, train up a child the way the child would grow. The Bible actually admonishes us to train up a child the way that child should grow. And when they grow up, they will not depart from it. Some of us give birth to children, the male and the female, we train them up the way we understand. Oftentimes, I see some things and I frown. I frown because it's not supposed to be so. I frown because I tell myself, no, now, this is not how this thing is done. I have some persons who will say, babe, you're right. So I see how people will say, what do you mean? It's okay like that. Take them easy now. These things over time manifest into some things that you will not be able to control. Having a child, a son, I remember those very early time. I don't even touch him. I don't even beat him. I remember that my friend who would say, do this or beat him or do this. I think she talked me into even looking into beating him. That paid off anyway. And I still remember those that would say, you are not afraid of anybody. Your mother is coming. One would have expected me to pamper this child to the point that he'll be something else because being the only son, being my only child, that was not the case of Bridget. A very feminine nonsense person. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm not. But to a very large extent, to the very few people that know me, in fact, man, there are things you don't bring near to me. Before you download, I swallow it. I don't want it. You don't go finish download. I pause, I delete. Sometimes I tell myself, babe, take on it. Don't judge me. But I can tell you categorically how Father has paid off for me. I'm not saying 100% because you don't even expect 100% stuff from things. Honestly speaking, it has paid off for me because it helped me to checkmate some things. I failed and messed up in some things, but I'm not worse off. I've even gone to the point where I check whatever thing I see. Growing up in a family of five, I can't tell you I learned anything from them. Wetin we sabi, wetin dem dey do when you dey learn. I left at the early stage of 8 years, living with an auntie. Nothing whatsoever was happening that I would say I won't learn. So I practically learned outside and I taught I taught myself some things. These days I no longer regret where I find myself safe. Say, Father, I thank you because God designs our journey in life. Some will be wondering where is she headed to. Patient, you will get to where I'm headed to because I have so much. Make you know, can they ache me for my mind talking. A clear confirmation. I was talking with somebody quite some minutes ago. This video would have been done long before now. I was speaking with somebody and he mentioned it again. I said, okay, I'm saying, I'm not sick. Yeah, that's it. I'm fine. Some persons could be of that opinion. A young lady, we met a man. Some of us, we are not even reasonable with the choice of men we fall in love with. We are not reasonable. I'm sorry to say this at this point. Some will say, ah, my husband, my husband, my husband, my husband, my husband. Beautiful. The fact that those of us don't feel that way doesn't mean we are not human. It doesn't mean, what's it called? Something is wrong with us. It just means that we're not just this regular kind of persons that just fall in love anyhow. When I saw the picture, I said, your husband, when you tell me your husband, you say yes. So, right there and then the Holy Spirit rebuked me. You're not supposed to like that man. It's not your husband. That is her choice. Beautiful. Before I started this immediately, I said, some make stupid friendship. What is the basis? What did this guy get? I mean, how does he reason? How does he think? How does he reason? You met boys, some people they make arguments, maybe some things happen. The way these people think they make these arguments, you'll be the one that say, you'll be wondering, how this person would they talk like this? Now that same person you they love. You don't know the reason we others the reason. Yes, it's understandably if you understand the no being firm on your point, but be reasonable about it. In this my young life, I've come across certain person when they argue, somebody will just they argue. Here, vain will stand. Wrong thing, I they argue, but they argue. I dey date this kind of person. Take, for instance, a very beautiful example. We have several persons contesting for presidency. As much as we know what has been trending over the years, how it's been. If you they talk, now A go win, be guided. Because you don't know the next minute. Even if now you be the INEC, when one finalize, some goes, they go even one fight. I could date a man who go say, I know, and you go, they won't fight another person for election when they never do. If I check, you say, you dey okay, so at least not say you know go put you bear your view, your voice, but how are you so certain? You're trying to impose it. At first they check you. At first they check you. I was in an, I was in the office one day and something happened on the Lagos Ibadan Express Road, that's Redeem Road. I was with a young man when somebody walked in to give me the story. He came in and he was talking about the story. We were both there when they told us the story together. Honestly speaking, we were there when the person came and said, ah, so something happened on the long bridge or this one, that one, and he left. Not quite 20 minutes, I'll be 10 minutes. Somebody else came in, and my fellow young man was narrating it. Uh-huh. And I looked at him. I called him and said, wait, this matter that you're narrating like this, did it happen in your presence? Or that as they tell us, they say, actually, you were here when they told us, they say, shoo. This is what they tell us so. Wait, this one when they tell me and you so. Now you they narrate. Now you they narrate like say it happened for your face. Honestly speaking, you they narrate and like say this thing happened, it happened to you. Now you know. You know, like I said, I'm just doing this really. I don't know how to do all this. You know, when you were talking that day, like I don't know. I know that you're not hot. How to go about what you just told me now, honestly. I tell you, I know it's a lie, but listening to you yesterday, I thought, okay, you just have to go about it. And over time, I know I will get to the standard which you're expecting, you know. inviting people, there's a way they do, or maybe saying it orally, you know. So and he looked at me and smiled. That goes a long way. Let's have you on this live. Please, please, you're invited. It's been an issue that has been bothering me, and I just need to bear. I just need to bear. Please, just come on live with me and listen to this probably nonsense that I'll be saying, and I want to believe I will draw something from it. So I had to caution him and say, when you're narrating a story that did not happen in your presence, that you were told, say it like you were told. Don't say it like it happened in your presence. That is just one among the many. In my little life, I've started with several persons. I've started with married men. I've started with single men. So when I frown at some things, people just wonder, say, you're too harsh. It's not harshness. It's not harshness. Those of us that a young man left us the early stage and we're waiting, we guided our paths. No man can penetrate. We dey wait for our broad husband. People that saw it were telling us, no bother to wait, oh, no do this one. We were waiting. Everybody talks concerning that particular matter. We will say no. I particularly say no, I trust him, I know him. Everybody became my enemy because I was waiting for him. In fact, I used to tell him that they used to talk about you, but I would tell them I trust you. I remember one fateful year, 2017. I said, Lai, please come on live. Just let's come on and share this video. Come on live. Please come on. I remember 2017. I stood at a point, I still remember vividly where I said, I'm no longer interested because we've been going back and forth. And this person begged and begged and begged and begged and said, continue, stay. I stayed. I added more enemies. If you call me to talk, I'll say, you don't do. You know, so my mother used to say some things those days. You didn't get to Benin, but you're telling us what is happening in Lagos. I will quote all those law. I did my part as a person. I did everything I could do. I faulted a lot of persons. I had enemies because I was holding on. I had peace though. Church became the next place. I don't be like this, so I used to be very beautiful in my own way. I dropped it. I'm saying all this just bit of what is coming, oh, to tell you that some of us we love. Love is blind, love is blind. When it's time for the love to see, let it see. When it's time for that love to see, let the love see. I frown. Something in me frowns when I see some things. Abokoku. Now let me because I'm saying this because we will never learn. We will never learn. I was reading comments early hours of this morning. Since this incident, I don't want to mention it, happened. And somebody was of the opinion that if you have listened, it will not be like that. Well, whatever way she has put it, it's anger. You put it in her face that this thing would have been avoided. What makes you feel that even if you leave for a while, you people will not come together? I don't want to go from the beginning of marriage. Marriage is honorable bed on the fire. I don't want to go there because 90% of us defile that bed. But God says, no matter how far the wrong road you have gone, His mercy, His outstretched arm is ever available to bring you back. If you only you can say, yes, Baba, I did not take it from the beginning how you said it, but your mercy, God's mercy is new every day. What makes you feel that however deteriorated it may be today, if you step out of that marriage, leave a little space, they will not. I know of a colleague, the husband and wife, the parents separated, the father gave birth to another son, the mother gave birth through boyfriend and gave birth to another son. They are back together until both of them die. It does not happen in all cases. Now, if me, when they say, because some of you say, because you're not married, now you won't understand. You love the young man. Love is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Please, I'm going to say to whoever is listening, whoever will watch this video later, love is a beautiful thing. I am very sorry. I am of the opinion that as beautiful as that love may be, there are times if you expire, you don't expire. Some of us are in that marriage. You're not. I visited a friend one day, and I could hear in my spirit that that man is not in that marriage. Yes. And I say, Ore, when she started complaining, I say, Ore, this is what I'm observing. Can I talk? Mama, around me, I respect myself. That's why I don't say fucking bullshit. You don't bullshit me. If I allow you to do shit, I'm up here. What you really mean here? Can continue doing bullshit. Oh. Be doing it. Either I respect you or I know that over time I'm going to talk to you about certain things. You don't fucking bullshit me. You don't pay my bills. I'm not among those that will come and be begging you for no now. Why? If you give me well, but I will not come and say no, I don't have that time. Because in my 10,000 that I'm Bulgarian with, I used to cheer, and God has been faithful. So I'm not those that no. I respect the very few persons who have loved me, giving me money, and it was huge to me when I don't even ask. So I will just chip and they will just give me. Woman, she be back, and I still respect them. And I told my friend, your husband is not in this marriage. What's happening? She knows spiritually to some of us well, and she gave me permission to talk to this husband. And I invited this man over somewhere, and we sat down. They both respect me because I think I respect myself too. Because if you respect yourself, you would command respect. I'm expecting people on this live video because let's talk. Let's forget judgment. You marry this one, don't marry. Waiting give impression say you go enter heaven, no go enter heaven. Waiting give you impression say you go enter heaven, the person no go enter. Waiting give you that impression. Say you go enter heaven and another person no go enter heaven. You believe that one because you marry. No, now you know they happen like that. The man sat down and I was telling him he bared all. Make I no lie for you. I have caught this man severally. In fact, I caught him on one occasion. And the respect I think he has for his wife was that he stood up, he saw me from afar. He stood up. And I cited him and I pretended. I told my guest, I said, I know this person, my friend husband did this. I think because he respected me, or the wife rather waiting with me. Ah, he stood up. And the foolish girl that they were sitting together was moving about, frowning. My friend said, babe, calm down. I said, wait, this one is Chris now. You were moving about, stand somebody else one you're sitting with. And the man in question stood up. They hide. After finish, I go. The man was there with his brother. And my friend is going, the man is respecting his wife. I don't want to tell her, I say, babe, calm down. Babe, calm down. This man, when they do so, and all of them, no go there. I won't be say, I get business with him, baby, calm down. And I spoke to the man. The man said a lot of things. And I said, sir, the same way you're complaining of what she's doing, that's the same way, and you're not always moved to sleep with her anymore because of what you think she does. It's okay. I understand how hurt you've been. But I was able to capture that man to the glory of her. I say, sir, the same way she says a lot of bad things, she throws your things away, she does terrible things when she can't catches you cheating. That's the same way she forgives and you're finding it difficult to forgive. But forget, say this lady sleeps with you. Because that's what my friend told me. Say, in spite of that, she doesn't sleep with her. She go forget say you hurt and she go sleep with you. The man looked at me. I said the same way she dey forget say you dey cheat on her. She go sleep with you anytime when you want. Forget whatever she has said. I'm going to speak to her concerning that. That if you're angry, watch it. I learned that from my mom. You go take this tongue, talk things when they say you go hurt the man. Each time the man wants to climb her, you go see him. Let they see him like the love of his life. I understand. It's okay. So we can work on that. Watch what you say to this man. So that if una settle, he go see the feel. If he won't kiss you, you go say, nah, my not when he wants to go, you go remember. It is that bad. I had to call my friend. For where she blasted me. If she ever sees this video, I say take am easy. You called me into this matter. She first dey tell me say why the man go tell me this like that. I say, are you okay? Why you go tell me this like that? It is I come there to cut am off. You are dear to me. If you're my friend, you are dear to me when it comes to marriage. That's why I'm not a fraternize with your husband then. Because I'm very sorry to see. I know they look fancy them. Yeah, they look as yeah. But it is the love, he is the love of your life. He is not in any way connected to me. So I'm not supposed to. That's what the Holy Spirit told me. You not go love him because it's not be your own. But there are people I love. So there are some young men I'll see at the line. People they say, my then man will tell you, say, if Bridget say somebody fine. If you tell you say somebody fine, don't say the person fine. And not true. Everybody they fine for my body. If anybody when I fancy those days, you go be enemy. Because I know they fancy people, I know they like, especially the opposite sex. But anybody I like, wow, your mommy Lara play and you're near. I'm not bragging, that's how it is. And that relationship continued and continued. Toxic, it was so toxic. Now God just they do. Even when we did the high blood pressure, my friend blood pressure they okay. Now me and that husband said on high. Because when they close the light, they carry me out. Then also then they give me, now me be the center. My friend go judge for now to tomorrow tell me if you tell her calm down, you know the year. Put mama was in volume up with sorrow. I therefore any more of she buy. I am not living, I'm not in any husband's house. So if I'm giving you that tomorrow, it's love. You brought a matter to me one day, how a friend of yours told you what to do concerning your husband, and you were angry. Can you beat that? Based on what you told her, and she advised you. And when you dey advise, you dey tell the same. That's what she tell me. She dey husband and house. I draw inference. I gathered my own sense from there. Say, maybe they see. Now you judge matter, give am. She too, out of annoyance, give you. You can't dey judge her with your husband. I mean, so if I still say I want to talk, I know you even talk. In fact, it got so bad that she told me about a matter. And I said, no, I am aware of this matter. And I called him and I said, sir, no, please. At this point, can we have it like this? This person, I don't see him. How she handled this, your stepson, may her soul rest in peace now. This is what she's doing. If it's the other way around, when I hear this matter, I will be angry. But please, I don't put her in this angle. She's doing her best. The man talk. I say, sir, if your first wife go and you marry second wife, and you're not giving her room to nurture these children, a problem will define. I said, my friend told me you are the problem, sir. I am sorry to say you are the problem. This one, a man I don't catch on several locations. On one occasion, he sent me a message, baby, you know, see me. My friend said, what's wrong with this man? I thought that one needs some make and husband, which one you don't want him chatting me? No, I don't want us here. He said, why is he telling you you know see him? I said, I know see him. I see him before. Another day, I said, sir, each time I'm going to visit you, now this road your wife they escort me past. If he catch you, no say na me o. Because now if I go visit the woman, she's always following me. We'll be going through that route. I said, make you no come catch you, say na me. So watch your movement. It is not my business to tell her. It's not my business at all to talk about it. Bring it now. Yes. And then let me get the charger to this phone. You know, it's not my place to begin to tell her, say, I see your husband. Is it concern that one? All I needed to do was to deal with my friend to handle it. When they fight here, it's crazy, man. The fight when they be gem, a serious fight they do. Yes, my father. You understand? And the one that brings the comments back was when she was complaining. She know they do again. She no go marry again. Family said, put mouth, say, okay, if you don't marry this man, leave him. Family said so to her. If you know they marry again, leave this man. The brother don't talk tire. Don't see say the day when you advise another day they go settle. But when she dey judge the matter, yeah, you go want kill the man self, say this man you be devil. But in that same day, they go settle. I call them motivational issue. You know, I talk, I find. The last one I say, babe, because I know too well. The number of years I don't say for this earth, and the people who I don't see, and the experience I don't get, don't know, say, the moment you give a little space, there's every tendency to say their brain, they reset. Their brain, they reset. Make I shout, I'm on at the year. I'm going to use that term because it's annoying me. You give birth to children, you love your husband, it's beautiful. Because it's only when you love him that he will prosper. There should be a clear cut between the love you have for your children and your husband. Kilo day. Some of us give birth to children, love our children, no doubt. But when it comes to this husband matter, we don't get children. I know of a lady, they push his daughter because of the husband they cheat on her. So when picking of how many months, that child was about 6 months older than my son. And I said, are you the craze? Because the thing is unbonolare. And I found now what at this my point in life, I used to tell somebody, if you are 50 years, then you can stand before me and insult me. If you're not, I won't. I'm sorry. If you're 50 years and above, you can stand and insult me. If you're not up to 50, you can't insult me. I have my reasons. Allah Majeki wants when you see your con insult you because you get small body. Oh, God bless you with this kind of body. No, 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 no. So I respect myself a lot, so insult no go come. And I don't give out these advices because I've been married before. You don't need to live with a man to understand. I know the essence. I think I understand that. I know men come with different ties. If you say your husband is bad, go hear another person. You go do one man do question. Yes. And my friend told me, let me even use that as a case study before I finish this thing because I am pained. And she called me last and talk and talk and talk and talk concerning the husband and what she wants to do. I said, babe, this matter for the past 3-4 years, you don't too much. I would have suggested. I now understood that the brother has backed out. But you will still go back. The father too, everybody talk. Now me come with the person now when she dey listen to. In fact, the day I even spoke to her, I told her that I've spoken to your husband and I can see he's the problem because he doesn't want to understand. Me, he drop the phone. One one no motor, they almost had an accident that day. And I said, what? You told me a matter after many years, and I told you, babes, my advice for you is that leave her. As you be saying, you know what, you train that pikin as you want. Leave her, make they spoil for you. So I try to tell her, I mean, no one here. I know I never one day support you. This one, I'm telling you to let those children be. So that you go pay them. And you, they come back 11, 12. The woman did that house to take care of the children. Yet, you they interfere. Don't interfere again, you know, 1 year. I say, babes, leave them. By the time you come back, you know, see those children around 12, you will know your importance. That would, people go say, why you would talk like that? Yes, it is for me to talk like that. The husband was no longer understanding. I never finished that treatment. My friend was inside the car, almost caused an accident. The man instantly knew it was me, chatted me, well done. I felt bad. And I called and said, babe, I spoke to you as a junior, as my junior sister. And I spoke to you like what a mother would tell herself, we no longer have mother. Look at the way you handled it. That is why all your husband, brothers, and friends who are in support of you will never tell you things. Until they do those marriage part, they love my friend will not know again. Ask me why she was not able to handle it. Which stupid love. That's how we even look this husband and say, God, Oluwa told me love this husband. And they look up. I don't see, I say, yeah, but that is the love of our life. So marriage is a very is a mystery. I can attest to that. If not for anything, the way I dey even see the man when you dey love, when you hold, I say it's along the word day. That's why they say what God has joined. But we now the women and the men, each of us are they put asunder because of what we allow. It's a very, very serious thing. But however serious it may be, if it's not bonded with love, then there is no marriage. Marriage are fake. They love themselves, they were childhood lovers. Can you give the story? Because I know they too believe internet. What happened? At what point? Is it not possible for somebody to fall out of love? I beg. Somebody fell out of love for me. You don't love me again. Yes, that's somebody I waited for 16 years. And I pray for him till today. You know why? While I am waiting, there are 1,001 person who loved me. They profess love. I say, okay, thank God, some person fit see me love. Kí ni mo fẹ́ para mi fún? It doesn't make him a bad person. I have told him times without number, say you're not my enemy. You not be my enemy now. Look, we no quarrel. If you don't love me, you no problem. You know me say you no pay me. But I saw people wey better pass and wey come love me. Kiki wani. So let us call it quits so that even though I cannot, I swear with God, I did not follow those people, but it gave me joy that somebody can still fancy me. Even in my workplace, they say as it be. I told myself one day, say, God, and you keep me like this for a reason. Somebody can still look me and fancy me and love me. I can't say because somebody say you don't love me again. No, you don't love me again. Maybe because of we stayed apart. People they stay apart. The people they stay the same and they don't love each other. I can't say, you don't make me hate her. I don't wish I'm evil. And my people they even talk say, how can you stay 16 good years waiting for somebody and you know marry you won't leave her? Do you know? Let me shock you. My life turned out better when I stopped. Maybe because of my mindset. I don't hate her. Oh no. I only hated the abuse. What the fuck? You don't insult me. For what now? When people win better pass you, get money pass you. This treating highly respected people love me, they respect me. Then fuck I wouldn't have you disrespect me because you can't tire for me, you don't come want me again. If I talk one thing, you go back. Bastardize. The child in question turned that well. My son turned that well to the glory of God. Everybody wants him, they want her. Another person want her. Then you never see him, you never see people. Won't show she one boom, money like me, they go boom. Why I know say I must die here, I have money to travel and meet him where he is. I told the fellow I will not go and chase after him. My ideology. That's why I said my opinion. I love him, yes, but not be like that. Can't get love with that one. If I love you, you insult me. I fucking kill the love. You don't insult me now. Wait till be that one now. You insult me once. I was telling my boy one day, I said, no, say that because of I refuse to take. That's why the thing will go. Know when to leave. I'm not saying go to court and seek for divorce. Leave, leave. Honestly speaking, that man when they insult you, come up for him house, may you see. 6 months. I told my friend, leave. Change school for those of your children, primary, nursery school, what they don't know. When they tell you, say, you don't go understand. It's not easy. I say, excuse me. This is a man that has stopped sleeping with you for almost how many years? According to the suspect, they do some kind of nonsense. But I'm not to judge you. You know they sleep with you, they see condom. On one occasion, she found the man was looking for an ATM card, and she was helping this man to look for the ATM card. The man traveled. Those are the cover in tracks. This is the man. And the man traveled. My friend find ATM card. Where is he? See hotel short time. You see short time for where ATM card today. And the funniest thing is say he offs his phone when he's almost getting home. Every Wednesday or every Friday, off the phone. Say the battery die. And you know the most sweet part of this story? The hotel is just about 5 minutes walk to the house. My friend told me all this. What is not reach a woman to say no do again? Well, you can't tell a woman to leave the husband. If he change, now if it at the talker, they tell her make you leave. Is it green outside? This is me. It's not green outside. Ọkùnrin wo ló dá? Nítorí wo ló dá nú wọn? If you see the one love you, no, it will love when no ló dá o. Any man that loves and cherishes you, na him good. You know me say you no get your own baggage. So no one good when you say I will leave you. It's a stupid talk. But when you don't dey abusive, separate yourself now. Give some space. If you come back, well, if you wait for some time, you don't come back. No una divorce. But I assure you, the next person feel no better. But at least you get your life. Now abuse they abuse me so emotional trauma. I say I no do again. I block. My house address you don't have. You don't fucking have access to me and my child. If you come back tomorrow, say you talk same because I go know. I not be willing to. I think consider if I'm still very available. Anyway. But the same way a man desires more, that's how women desire more. Can't we just get it? Why are they abusing this lady now for what she said? This matter reach where you go because you don't want to lose. What make it? You see, beautiful woman. What make you say you go lose? I have a friend who will be traveling in 2 weeks to London. Marriage of 3 years, abusive marriage. She come out there. Yeah, person. She's traveling. Now we they buy all those things when they say now. I know say someday too, God will do it. I have another person when she dey sleep for shop. I'm not telling stories. God, you know if I'm lying. So I'm angry at you people that want to die with that man at the expense of your children. You no longer love these children. You just pretend to love them. And the man won't they do now. Man, when you tell it here, his mind is seated on the girl. We've been there. You dey hear? We know. I know what I'm saying. What be this love? How do we pronounce love? There's somebody outside. He's giving his time. He's giving all. He's doing everything possible to make her happy. How many happiness? No, you can't give you your own. That's how it is. That's what their brain be. If they get they quarrel, you go carry and go house. Now the man when they talk, say one thing. Madam man be that. And when this my friend saw this, what did they call it? This ATM card. He called the man and said, I have seen your ATM card. And you got a call from Sister Hotel. The man was like, huh? We go drink there. We go drink for bar, this for room. Not be one, not be two. So when you called me this last time, I told her, up and play, babes. I can take anything, but not sleeping with you. And they sleep people, they carry people for motor, they pass, they go hotel. Waiting be that one now. You no longer find you appealing. Give and space whether you go miss you small. You tell me say children. I say which children when they nursery school. Anybody write 1, 2, 3. Now I picking now when they enter university, we they talk that one. Move. You say no, you go there. Okay. You no go cook. The man they give your sister money to cook, they fight and rubbish. Don't they let the man know say, I tell her, say, do you know you can act in a way they say the man will know what's in your belly. I'm not all say easy, but some things are very important to bring about correction. You say they complain, no complain again. Make you no know your mind. So that you know go know what's in your plan. But before you talk, you don't tell us, I go kill you, I go do this, I want. The man don't know after 2 months, you don't calm down. He go hit you again. They are still there. You know they even call me again because I don't even block her. Sorry, I have to block her. Maybe at some point I may unblock her because of attitudinal. My again, no Igbo. Just got peace. I got tired. When you take me now, I have my own. So by then sorrow in your body, if you say as you go take talk and make, you say you get something. If you coordinate your home. Move when it's necessary. I don't say divorce. Space. Bible self is of the opinion that you should separate. Honestly speaking, some of them they recall you back. They miss each other. This is husband and wife that they started from maybe nowhere. There's something you saw in that man that you love. There is something the man saw in you. He go miss you. All these girls, they forget to they get their own shit. Tọ́lọ́run bá fẹ́ ṣí wọn nípò. Wọ́n wá tẹ́ níwájú máyì wọ́n máa ní wò ó dẹ́ padà sí ìyàwó mi. Go back to the wife. We know they give them space to miss us. No, they give them space. When it was time for me to pay rent, now this guy bring wahala. Balance of 200,000 school fees. That school fees was paid. House of 500,000 was paid with ease. Mo fẹ́ pẹ́pẹ́ mi. Gbogbo ayé àtọ̀run wá pẹ́pẹ́. Living my best life. If some door never close, another door no go open. Not be you wife be that when now everybody is people that even invite him over. Kí ló dé? They find time, they bring them up for social media, they do video. There was one I watched that were saying that he is the brain behind this, but you're trying to be the victim and all that. We understand that these men are full of shit. I think it was on Drossa. There was something like that. I watched it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't believe social media, but to a very large extent, you should have walked the hell away, giving space, within the house. This girl, when I talk now, say 3 years. She's traveling in 2 weeks' time. Another man, Maria. The way I ended time before, no, they were like, no more cotton. There are those ones that they take the sister, the consultant. Omo girl is traveling with the new man to UK. They are enjoying their life here. Abroadians. Yes. Before that, they say 3 years. What the fuck? You know what all of those your children won't become tomorrow, safe? You know what those children won't become tomorrow? That you have succeeded in leaving those children to the fate, the hands of, I don't know. You have left those children behind. Hellfire straight, I'm sorry. Don't care who is fighting. Because of one man. So reach zero. I know it's painful, it's not easy. But some things must be done to get favor. Get the hell, leave him. Sometimes I say it's the much of God that you know at times now in the direct. Maybe it's because of the much of God that I know. I'm not holy, I'm not holy. Don't get this wrong. But to an extent, wisdom. What will make you say this man no go come? Haven't you seen a man that dished his wife and his children because of one girl? Maybe the girl can't die. I became conscious. Ó máa rántí kó níyàwó. Ó máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni. Nǹkan gidi máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ni. Ó máa rántí ilé. You never see that kind of thing before. Let's give space for God to deal with these other people now. Take your children, go to Abuja. Kasi ẹgbà pé 1 year. Oh no. Except it's not this God who has seen your heart to this man. You rearrange it now. No, you dare. Work a reason for yourself. Because of one man. Root on. Now you want to tell me he loves those children. Many people will now start watching this and tell you, he loves them. What makes you feel he doesn't? Which love do you have for the children? Which one? The one you have for the man and the one which one? I don't understand. Oh, Rotsy. As I am, as big as my son is. I know they quarrel too much when they deal with me. This something not happen to her. I know they quarrel. As big as he is, not this and say, Mommy, no, now I can't say because of him, Papa. I even block the father because of him. I need sanity. Make him no come grow up, they see toxic. I went to that extent, waiting of 16 years, I cut the hell over. Saw my pastor, say, Pastor, this are my findings. This person don't they tread some kind line way when they say I may not be able to see. And I've come this far with this boy to live a better life for his wife and for his family. I won't let this one when the quarter to go, don't spoil my own for me. There are things I will not do because of my son. There are lifestyle I will not do. And to the glory of God, he has gone to see that this my. I told him I used to be a very good dancer. Since I gave birth to you, my life was for him. And I make bold to say he turned out well. He turned out well. Spiritually, physically, and otherwise. Better than me when born out. After 2 months, they go say, I say, God, what did I do to take marry this child? Above all, I'm a very disciplined person. Somebody was telling me one day, won't come see me. I don't know whether this man won't come visit you. I don't even understand again. It was later I was telling myself, what should I have told himself? I no longer understand those things. It's hurting because I should have a life. The father once told me, you do have a life. But let me say this, that's a topic for another day. As much as I want to have a life, I want to have a good life, not a nonsense life. One man did she. So we say, if you don't find love, you find love another place. About 10 people don't sleep with you because they find love. That's nonsense. You can sit down and hide your face in shame. I for go street now because a man of 16 years leave me so that I go see my friend. Nonsense. They hear in capital letter. Rubbish. Calm down. The man will come. God did not give me a 16-year body to ridicule me. He's got a plan. I'm going to get that right man this time. It's very, very annoying when I see some fucking bullshit happen. Don't want to lose weight. House. That's here, Bape, you left here and he did not call you back. Isn't there God in heaven? I kept saying it, those children, you don't know what they are going to turn out to be. We've seen small children when turn their parents' life around now. Uh-huh. One was because of school fees about a year or two ago, if not more. They go flog, they go tire. Now, where the parents no carry the papa they drive. I may not be able to remember all, but things are happening on a daily basis. God is coming through for everybody. Look at that boy in Aja, very, very close to me here. Omi ló ń tà. Nínú omi tó ń tà yẹn, lórí àwọn tó wà ní Black Maria, 100 naira paved way is reading law, and the parents not having fun as it is. For God's sake, can't we? Yeah, yeah, one brain. Once you marry, you pray, you born. Please let there be a clear cut of the law. Your husband is doing nonsense. It's hurting, I understand. I'm very sorry to say this. So when I look at men, I see the man sleep with you, he sleep with another person. It's hurting. I know, very, very hurting. A man has even divorced a woman a long time ago because my friend, the lady, not my friend. I just know I'm not going to call everybody my friend. She will say, the church when I go, another person they go. Uh-huh. You wish like that too. For some of us too. I am sorry, I know the law, so I don't understand. Church when I chest back, I'm going to see church another person. You chest another person. Maybe because I don't get love for a house, maybe I maybe they talk like this too. But you agree with me. You agree with me. Chest another person. Come chest you. Now you come be say, it dey pain, yes. But when it's time for you to move, move. This my friend was sleeping in a shop, another of my friend. In a shop, now tell them with the boy they sleep for shop. Fine, beautiful lady. They sleep for shop together with the girl. And eventually the guy went to UK. When the friend called him, he will say, show more queen from one bini. Say, is it in that country where you people are? Things are very expensive here. Kilo TJ will be having this, my friend. The friend will be crying. And olóríire, God don't tell her say she go make am. And she met somebody on Facebook. Meeting that person on Facebook, eventually they got talking. The guy loved her. They started dating. The guy is in Turkey. Barely 1 year, give am key to him house. She no go her house again, they leave. And before you know it, he do this Schengen visa. You don't know what they call it. They travel go watch football. One travel to expect to fẹ́ first when he marry before he no count am. Tukú àbá pọ̀ òkun. The girl now they travel, they come like say won't come back at some point. The girl don't see who love her now. When they do well for her, the girl come, they travel. Eventually, the guy proposed. They did the traditional marriage. You know why I love this laugh? She gave birth to a girl. They were supposed to travel together, but before the due date, the girl delivered. I was opportune to meet this lovely lady with her pikin. She loved me like she has known me for years. She loved me like she has known me for years. During COVID, her man bought a car from US, bring her from Nigeria. As I doesn't go say, you go call and say, Ademi, your daughter used to disturb me. Oh. So we're doing first class. Oh. They go travel first class to Turkey. As I speak with you now, she don't close the shop of how many million. Go join the man for Turkey. From Turkey, say they need to speak English. They are now in UK. They bought a house in UK. His friend was even doubting it. I said, no doubt. Because you know what she was telling me? Hello, no, no, so then doubt. Ọlọ́run máa pèsè jàre. The way she said it, I looked at my friend and said, you are a lovely person. Ọlọ́run máa túbọ̀ máa bless it for me. She has done too much for me and people. And I know that no hand of the enemy will bring her down. Oh, kilo, mama. And he said, babes, any ilé lówó tó máa fi ṣe fún ẹ fún you are the most deserving to be here. I say, yes. Each time I look at you, I say, you are most deserving to be in this Obodo Igbo with me. Money, don't worry. From your mouth to Jesus' ear. Because I know that this God who has brought me this far will take me further. I'm grateful to God. Now they have a house to share video. And then already to Okuti, I believe when you run the money. This person had this money and she said, when and what? Could they clean power? Does she have time? They shouldn't even have friends. Now, this is my story. What happens to the man that abandoned her? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bọ̀bọ̀ tó filẹ̀ yẹn tó fi ń ṣèṣì? If I don't die, if I kill ourselves, let us know when to separate. I say this in Christ that when you give that man space, there is 100% chance that Omar will know her. I gave you a story of my friend's mother who got married. Grown-ups, the last speaking senior me. With the man for it, you go separate ways. Another one go separate ways. The woman go marry another man, have an affair born. The man get affair born. One padà fẹ́ra wọn. Àkọsílẹ̀ ti wà now. People there dey gone. People are abusing blessing. See you now. That's why should you say that? Blessing is angry that somebody is dead. Forget the way she said it. She's angry that somebody has just died for what could have been avoided. Somebody is saying, in fact, I don't know what I even told that lady in the comment section. Because you know marry now. So therefore, you good as that one die. You love. Love fire. Love kill you. Which love? Love to the point that you want to kill yourself, forget your picking. Now what happens to those children? I don't understand though. People that are saying they shouldn't have, what happens to those children now? I don't understand. Sinachi on happened here. If each time I look at her picture and say, the man they beat you. Say it cost me safe. I was talking about her to somebody I respect so much, and I say, some people believe that it's only when you beat somebody. Emotional abuse self worse. You say, what do you mean? When I know beat her. right from that day. If I rated that man 16 and 15, I even try to give him 15 because of him. Maybe I seen the thought sometimes. I say, what are you saying? Yeah, eh? This one when you sit down like this, what is happening? Tell me what? You know? It's a emotional abuse. Waiting be emotional. I say, oh, emotional abuse, no, you know, rich. Insult your wife, wash am down. When you see you with the shape, the man they tell me say, if you beat him, I ain't worse. Imagine, you beat him, you forget. Abi, the one you talk, you go forget him. See as you dey smell, you are dirty. This is a woman you called your love and you dey open mouth dey curse am like that. You never kill am finish, other than say you beat am. Never tell say you beat am, you know say you don beat am before. Àwọn ọkùnrin tó ti sign, gbogbo wọn ti ya wèrè, they don sign.